It is January 24th, and I don't know what the temperature is at this moment. I'll look it up in a little bit. But the high today is supposed to be 40. So it should be right around that because I'm at the warmest part of the day, or what should be the warmest part of the day at least. So not cold. I mean, it's cold, not freezing and not warm, but not so bad as last weekend, so I'm good with that. This is a dreary day, so cloudy, which of course makes it a little cooler, which is not exactly welcome in the winter. But just not much light, kind of boring looking. I saw a peacock crossing the road. There they are. Oh, there it is. There's so many of them. Last weekend I did a 17.5-mile ride and a 7-mile ride, I think, which is about 24 miles if my math is right, which it often is not. But about 24 miles last weekend, and that 17-mile ride was up into those mountains there. So that was a tougher one. But this week my knee has felt pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. So I think I'm doing all right. I'm not planning on climbing any mountains today, but I will be climbing a hill, pretty good hill. Well, I'm heading up this way. There's a road that goes over there. It's a lot of climbing. I don't know how far I'll make it. So I'm climbing this road that's, I'm actually feeling pretty good. I stopped here because I wanted to get a picture of this. This is really pretty. I'm just barely starting to feel it in my knee, so I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm taking it easy. I'm in a very easy gear and just going slow, not hammering or anything, so I'm getting there. This is my first stop other than to take my coat off because I was getting way too hot. So this is my first stop, and I am 7 miles in, so that's not bad. Feeling a lot better than I did on Friday. Friday was rough getting going. Once I got going, it was fine after like the first 4 miles or so, but this one's felt a lot better. So I'm happy about that. I don't know how far I'm gonna go. I don't think I'll make it to the end of the road. I just don't think I will, but you never know. I think it's 5 more miles, 6 more miles. I'm not sure before it turns into gravel, and I don't even know if it will be plowed. So, yeah, I just don't know how far I'll make it. Just a mile in, and I've had to stop again. My knee is feeling this. Part of me is cold, part of me is really hot. But all of me is enjoying this view, and I'll be still going higher as long as my knee will allow me to. Try to keep an eye on it, not work it too much. Uh-oh, you got separated. Okay, I am now in the hardest part of the climb, which will last until I turn around. There, up on this hill, there's a water tower. We will see that from above pretty soon here. All right, still climbing. I had to take off my hat and my neck buff. Whew, too hot. Feeling better now that I took that off. There's that water tank on the hill right behind me. I think I'm still lower than it, but hard to say for sure. But I'm still climbing. Stopped to get a picture here. Put my bike up on the kickstand, and my handlebars went that way, and then the bike just fell over. In the process of that, this is how it should be. This is how it is, and I haven't been able to force it back into place yet, so I gotta keep trying. Well, I got it back into place. Hurt my wrist doing it, but nothing, no permanent damage. Back in line like it should be. Got my picture. So now I'll continue upward. A little bit of a downhill before another climb. It's a welcome break. And here is that tower, the water tank, I mean. There. It is well below me now. I can't go too much further. This is almost as high as I'm gonna be able to go because the road turns into snow right there. This road's not so bad. Not icy. There's enough of a grip for my little skinny tires. It's a little difficult. Right here, this textured stuff, it's too hard to ride through when you're going uphill. I'm sure it'll be great for downhill because it'll give me some texture, but some traction. I mean, this stuff here is the smoother stuff that you don't dig into so much. That's what I'm trying to stay in, but I'm going so slow up this hill that my handlebars are just kind of veering around, and I end up in the textured stuff. Look at that view. This is it. I can't get any further. It's getting deeper. So I'm gonna turn around here. Again, I should have brought my mountain bike. I need to do that. This would be a good road too. I just got off of the snowy part of the road and I stopped. What is this? It's coming off of my bike. There was a whole bunch here on my brake pad. It's on my spokes. Is my bike melting? The brake's not touching the tire, so it's not melting my tire. What is it? It's like liquid. It's black. That's crazy. I'd say maybe it was coming off of my chain, but on the other side where it's at, where the chain is at, there's not as much of this gooey stuff around the side. Oh, maybe there is. Yeah, there's a pretty good amount right there. But like, look at that. I don't understand. If you have any idea what that is, let me know. Okay, so I got all my stuff on. I've got to get my gloves on still, but I got all my layers back on and I'm gonna head downhill. So I'm gonna be going on this road where the bus is, and then it snakes down to, not quite down to the valley, and I take a back road to my house, but it's mostly downhill from here, so I'm getting all my layers on. Don't know if I'll film anything until I get down the hill. Probably not. That was not warm enough. I just did one small section and I am freezing. So I'm gonna put this on. Look, I'm not here for a fashion show, okay? I'm here to survive. I'm gonna put this on top of it and my other hat. That should help that. I'm gonna put, I have my big fat gloves on. Oh, big. So my big fat winter gloves. And I am gonna put my my latex gloves on underneath them because the wind was just coming right through. So I got those, which I have to flip inside out. And I'm gonna take this back off again and put my windbreaker on underneath it. This is some brutal downhill temperatures. Whew. I don't even know what this would feel like if it were like that ride I did last Sunday. I think it was 24 degrees. If I had to do this downhill in 24 degrees, I think I'd have to stop and cry and then call my husband. This is cold, man. Okay. I'm gonna take them off and they're all sweaty inside, so I let them dry out inside out in my tights where it's nice and warm, so these aren't freezing cold when I put them on. But now that I have them out and I'm shaking them out, getting the fingers turned around, they've turned cold. So, oh well, I tried. This is going to not be fun to put on. They're very cold now. Go put them back in my tights where they'll warm up just a touch while I put my windbreaker on. That's probably a good idea. They won't be warm, but they probably won't be quite so cold. All right. I think I'm ready. I've got like 5 layers on top, 2 on bottom, 2 on top, 2 on my hands, except for I had to take this off to get the button pushed, but I think I'm good. I kind of wish I had my goggles though, but I don't. I just dropped my bike. Man down, man down. Oh, my fingers are absolutely blocks of ice. They hurt so bad. And I actually had a brain freeze coming down that hill. That was terrible. I am done with that hill. So happy to be done with that hill. Downhill in cold temperatures is not fun. It's just not. I did not enjoy that at all. My fingers are hurting so bad. So I've been out for 3 hours and I haven't eaten anything. And all of a sudden I feel super drained. So I'm gonna have a couple crackers and the rest of my water and then get back on the road. I'm not too far from home, like 20-25 minutes, if that. Probably not even that, but I'm just, all of a sudden I'm just drained, so I'm gonna do this real quick. Thankfully I'm not quite as cold as I was just a bit ago, so I could do this without completely freezing, although my fingers are already feeling it. Starting to snow up there. I'm almost home. I am so ready to be home. Whew. This is my last climb. I think I'll be home in about 10 minutes. I feel pretty awful. I think I've bonked. I just need a nap. Sorry. I am totally out of energy, but I'm almost home, so I'm just doing it. Oh man. I don't think I'm touching my bike again this weekend. Ow. Alright. I will see you next time. And until then, get outside. But take care of yourself while you're out there.